We are programmed to believe our homes are our safety, our jobs give us security, but that is not truth. That is the illusion. And whilst, yes, of course, it's nice to have a home, homes can be our sanctuary. I absolutely love my home, it is my sanctuary. I'm not saying don't have one, but there's so much focus, so much energy, so much time, money that is spent on what homes we have, making our homes nice, our jobs, busting a gut for our jobs, and then teaching that to our children, making sure that they can get a nice house, have a job that is stable. And we think that is our safety. We think that if we close our front door and close our back door, that we are safe. And whilst to some extent, yes, of course, that is true, don't leave them open. The real safety, our real security, well, it comes from being in the body. It comes from realizing that the true real estate is the body. There is nothing else that has more value than occupying your own body. And most people are not embodied, they do not occupy the body. And you may spend time trying to manifest your dream life, telling yourself, believing, trying to fool yourself into believing that you're gonna have this big house and this, and you're saying these affirmations, I am this, I am that. But honestly, that's just keeping you in the brain, and it's stopping you from embodying. When you embody the soul, when you turn your focus in to the body and realize that within the body is consciousness, subconscious programs, artificial implant seals that are not you, that have taken up space in the body because your soul hasn't been able to get in, because all your focus has been out there and not in here into the real estate. So as we move into the body and we start to do our healing work and we start to go inwards, we start to reclaim our space. We start to turn on the light and rearrange the architecture of our energetic system. As we rearrange, we can see bricks and roots that are bad, that are not the real us, and we can start to dissolve them with truth, with light, with anchoring in divine light. And then the soul can take up space, our own divinity can take up space. And when that happens, when the soul is fully in the body, we are switched on, baby. We are in connection with our higher dimensional truths. We are in connection with all of the universe, with the plants, the animals, with our families, with our friends. We are co-creating. We are deliberately building architecture that is creating a life that we love, that we want to be in, a world that we love, that we want to be in. We are moving back into the organic structure, the way the body was built to run. But a lot of the spiritual community keeps us outside. I was in the spiritual community for so long, seeking this feeling of safety, seeking this feeling of security, and not once, it wasn't really till 2023 did somebody in that community say, it's in the body. You got to go into the body, not out of the body. It's not out in space, it's in the body. And that really changed something. That collapsed a lot of density in my field. And I went on this accelerated journey through that little nuanced switch. And also, God, source, consciousness. Nowhere is God. This source material that is the material that re-architects our bodies, allows the soul to come in. So it is the body. The body is the key, and we know this. Look around. It is why this prime real estate has been weaponized against us. From very young, we have these collective subconscious beliefs that the body is bad, it's wrong, it's ugly, it's gross. Do you know what I realised the other day? I am doing so much healing right now, right? Okay, so I'm doing so much healing, and when the emotions and trauma get stuck in the body, it literally becomes like ice. It becomes frozen in the body, right? So it's like we have that fight, flight, or freeze response, and often we think that we have the flight response, but really, it's the freeze response is the most common response because as children, when we are going through trauma and experiences, and we are all going through trauma as children because we are severed from the soul, from the truth, due to the unconscious beliefs that there isn't a soul or there's a God, he's mad at us, all these distortions, misinformation, disinformation there to sever us from the soul. So we all go through trauma and we can't run anywhere, there's nowhere to go. So we freeze, we're going to freeze. And we start being able to function in this freeze state because we have to. So we override the freeze state, but the body is frozen in time. And it's frozen with these ice blocks of emotions that have become so solid that it stops divine energy from running through. It stops it from coming up and nourishing us from the ground. So we become distorted, we become fragmented, so we can't fully get in to the body. So we have to go through a process of going into the body and dissolving that which is not us, because lots of other stuff starts to take up space in our beautiful bodies. So as we go on that journey, so I did digress. I forgot what I was saying then. My point actually was that we've been led to believe the bodies are gross, right? Farting, burping, we don't want to fart in front of each other, do we? Like we feel so embarrassed, like imagine being with a lover and you fart, right? You'd feel embarrassed. But why do we feel embarrassed? Because we've been learnt to see the body as being disgusting. As all our process being, and what I realise is I'm doing all this deep healing and I'm dissolving all this, these solid parts of my body, and it's literally running down my legs, and it's literally being released from my body as gas, as farts. So when I was travelling with my friend for 7 weeks very recently, I was just honestly farting so much, even my friend would be like, Jesus, what is wrong with you? And I was thinking, what the hell is wrong with me? And I knew, part of me knew, I thought, it's my healing, I'm healing, but I still didn't fully connect to it. And it was last night when I was in bed and I was doing a meditation and I was like, and I thought, yeah, we believe our bodies are gross. And I thought, and I was just thinking about, I was feeling the energy run out of my legs, run down my legs, run out of my feet, and I was feeling stuff that had been blocked just releasing and running out, and I just thought, and I farted, and I thought, oh my God, I'm literally farting out my trauma. And it just made me laugh so much to think, oh my God, all that time when I was like traveling with my friend, I was just like farting out my trauma. And so, let's love our farts, right? Because it's releasing pressure in the body that needs to come out. And sometimes when we're going through deep healing, that and burping, I realize as well, I know this when I'm healing, I burp a lot, and I'm releasing blocked energy and trauma out of the throat, out of the heart space, out of the throat that's been blocked up. So, we've been programmed to see our bodies as being gross, but they're absolutely incredible. And we need to realize it is our body. Our body is the key. So if you want to go on that reconnection journey, if you want to start to reconnect back to the body, bring the soul back in, come and join me at Soul School. Check out my Reconnect program.